Hi everyone, this is Michelle Lightworker, and thanks for joining me again this week for the Frequent Weekly Reading. And it's from the 10th of August all the way through to this Sunday, the 16th of August. Gosh, we're in now 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks from spring. How exciting! Now, I've been guided to use our Oracle Shapeshifter cards by Lucy Cavendish, the beautiful Lucy Cavendish, and some cards by Doreen Virtue, the daily guidance cards, and also her Oracle, Goddess Oracle. Beautiful. And I've also got my Everyday Lightworker cards that I made myself, my little colour cards. And I've got the Everyday Lightworker Bible as well, just in case we feel the need to pick up and open a page. Let's begin with the Goddess cards today. Actually, no, I am getting the daily guidance cards first. Let's do that. So we spoke last week about coming more into the heart space to balance the crown and the base, and getting into a place of love for ourselves and others, and forgiveness, and being able to manifest on the physical plane. Okay, let's see what the angels have to say to us today. The ocean. It says, the deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and its beauty to wash away all cares and concerns. Oh, I have a lovely little meditation where I just dive into the water and I imagine myself floating in the water, and there's beautiful light above me, and I'm allowing the water to really feel like I'm totally releasing and cleansing myself, and feeling the light is filling all of my body and all my chakras with beautiful high vibrational light. And I can highly recommend that as a meditation. And you can do that when you're sitting in the bath if you want, or you can do that while you're floating in the ocean. It's a beautiful, beautiful way to really allow that restoration of our chi, but also because chi is connected to the water, but also to also allow our body the respect of cleansing and detoxifying as well. I was actually having that thought process this morning about how when we're, really in touch with our respect and reverence for our physical body, we're nourishing it well, we're allowing ourselves to sleep, we're wanting to exercise and move it, we're wanting to be in it, and it's such a vital part of being here on this planet. It's huge. How are you feeling about you and in your body of water? Because we're 90% water. How are you feeling about that today? That's the message coming through for me, for you. And we've got divine passion. Be honest and with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? It's funny because this follows on from last week. As we get in touch with our heart space, we come back to the truth of our joy and the truth of our passion and the truth of our connection with our authenticity, because the heart is all about connection. And so for me, it feels like we're diving into, like in the ocean, diving into our heart space and able to say, okay, I've come back into balance. Hopefully, after last week's practice, I've come back into balance. I'm much more in touch with myself. I'm much more in touch with my heart's desire, and I'm identifying that. And hopefully, where you've got that heart space readjustment, and you've let go of those wounds and things like that, it's actually clearing the way to get a much, much deeper picture of your heart's desire, not a surface picture of your heart's desire. And I feel very guided to move on to the Oracle Shapeshifters guidebook and cards to allow us to get that full picture of what's tracking. Okay, the Black Cat. Lost magic, atonement, rebalance. Beautiful. I love crows. I'm a crow freak. Whenever I see crows, for me, they're divine magic. Instantly. Always hear them at the times that, I feel spirit's really affirming my decision I've just made, really trying to grab my attention to make a decision based on that thought process that might be running in my head. For me, it feels like the Black Cat card in the Shapeshifter deck is about us reclaiming our divine magic and really knowing that part of our heart's true desire is actually based on that unanimously for everyone. Everyone wants to get back to the powerful being that we actually really are, that we're already connected infinitely with Source. Everybody wants that, whether conscious or unconscious, because when we're not feeling that, we feel disconnection and we feel lost. And when we are feeling that, we know that we're feeling completely centered and connected. So let's move on to our Everyday Lightworker cards and see what wants to jump out for us today. Infinity. And that doesn't surprise me whatsoever. So, infinity is all about really acknowledging the source from which we come is infinite. We are a reflection of that infinite source. And therefore, our heart's desire can be a true expression of that, not just a surface level heart's desire. It allows us to dig deep and to really get to the genuine desire within the heart of returning to the authenticity from that which we came. And when we have that as our motivation on a day-to-day basis, we are really practicing consciously the skills and the tools of the Everyday Lightworker. So I actually feel like I want to read from the Everyday Lightworker Bible on love and the solar plexus. Now, why I'm saying that is, well, love is coming from the heart space, and it is about reclaiming that sense of connectivity within ourselves and other people. And solar plexus is all about how we value ourselves and is about coming back to that place of infinite source and is about coming back to that place of really feeling that we are a reflection of infinite source. So I'll just read this. It says, our solar plexus assists us to love others and ourselves equally. It especially assists us to make decisions that reflect how we value ourselves. In everyday life, the way we dress, how we groom ourselves, we feed ourselves, how we move our bodies, and where we spend our time, they're all ways of loving ourselves. Making choices from this space really assists us to take the good and bad out of our choices. Choices become a reflection of the statement, what is in my highest good right now? We live more in the present rather than seeking ways to perfect ourselves. The solar plexus gives us the power to value ourselves in relationships. If we feel that others are not valuing us, then we are able to speak to this and let them know. If someone has a behaviour that is abusive or neglectful and they're unwilling to change, then the solar plexus gives us the power to move on. When we value ourselves, then we do not abuse others. We would choose behaviours that love and value others and ourselves. When we value ourselves, we move on when we know it is in our highest good. We are not really leaving someone behind. It is a statement of honouring another's journey and our own. We are not saying your journey is not good enough. You need to live or keep up with mine. We are saying your journey is perfect and so is mine. I'm guided to journey this way and do not expect you to keep up or join me. We stop forcing others to change. We're more accepting that they will learn their lessons at a different pace, in a different way, from a different place. Often the fact that another relationship is struggling to keep up with the change of our vibration lifting is enough of a sign from Spirit to say, okay, time for you to free them to live their own journey. We no longer move away from abusive behaviours. Instead, we move towards more loving ones. That commences with ourselves and Spirit. And the affirmation is, I love, I let go, I step up. And the little exercise is, let's do an unconditional love reality check. Are there people in your life that you are carrying, waiting for, or struggling to keep up with? Where are you holding yourself back? Is this really loving behaviour? Ask your spiritual helpers to show you what you're ready for and what you have outgrown. Allow yourself to let others go and come back to the truth of how you need to love yourself right now. You might like to write down an action plan that Spirit is guiding you to take in bringing more love into your life. And I hope that you enjoy that and exercise, and I hope that you take the time to really value and come back to your heart's desire and truly loving yourself. in the infiniteness and the infinity that you are, that we all are. Have a beautiful week, everyone.